Good morning and thanks for choosing Fox 10 News on this Sunday morning. I am Gianni Navarro. Today is March 7th. Happy Sunday, and that sunshine is already shining. Let's check with meteorologist Matt Barentine. Matt, good morning. Is that sunshine going to continue throughout the day?
Yeah, we like it when the sun is up early because we get up and go to work early. Next weekend,
Exactly.
We do the spring forward thing. We're going to be driving back to work in the dark. So we've got that going for us here today. It's chilly to start off with. Here's the temperatures right now in the 40s, 42 in Mobile. Lillian's at 42, Pace is at 43. Wilmer actually sitting at 39 right now, so some colder air there. Downtown it's 48, so not as cool there. Then as we head over towards southern Baldwin County, got 46 in Gulf Shores. We got 47 over Perdido Key. 48 in Pensacola. So definitely need a jacket if you're headed out early this morning, walking the dogs or whatever. It's chilly here to start the day. Satellite radar, just a blank map, right? And that's the way it's going to be today. There'll be a few clouds, it looks like. Futurecast keeps showing that, like a few little clouds are going to stroll on by at times here today, but certainly no rain. So it doesn't look too bad. It actually looks great out there today. So yesterday was beautiful. Today it's going to be really nice. Just a few more clouds today. That's about the only difference. Temperatures warming up into the 60s after this chilly start. So it's going to be a really pleasant and comfortable day out there for us as we go through our Sunday. So that's really the top headlines here, is that the morning is this chilly, cold start, but then the afternoon just going to be awesome. And then as we look down the road, guess what we're going to see? More of the good stuff. Staying pleasant, staying dry. Very nice weather, spring-like weather here for the next several days. We'll talk more about that and break down what you can expect as we head into the upcoming work week in a few minutes.
Matt, thank you. Well, the Mobile County Sheriff's Office identifying the victim of a brutal murder in Grand Bay yesterday morning as 53-year-old Clinton Maxwell Phillips. The suspect, 36-year-old Eric Perez, captured hours after he's accused of breaking into a home on Jeff Hamilton Road and beating Phillips with a hatchet and shovel, killing him. The heinous crime putting many on edge as deputies searched for Perez for several hours.
We're just glad to have him in custody because, based on the scene and his behavior, he was a danger to the public.
The Mobile County Sheriff's Office says the suspect did not know Phillips, but they say Perez befriended someone who lived with Phillips about a week ago. Investigators now searching for a motive in the murder. And a man is in jail accused of an early morning shooting on Haas Avenue yesterday. Christopher Buchanan charged with domestic violence. Police say Buchanan was handling his gun when it fired. The victim taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. And a man accused of carjacking an elderly woman has been arrested. Chadwick Wade facing charges of third-degree robbery and a long list of other crimes. According to police, Wade asked an 85-year-old woman for a drive to the grocery store. Once inside, Wade allegedly yanked the woman out of her car and drove off. Police say Wade was not armed at the time of the crime. And you could be getting another stimulus check soon. President Biden's massive coronavirus relief package has only just one final hurdle before it reaches his desk. Fox News correspondent Alex Hogan tells you when you can expect to see your payment.
Help is on the way for millions of Americans. On Saturday, the Senate passed President Biden's $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief package, bringing a third round of stimulus checks one step closer to hitting bank accounts across the country.
This plan will get checks out the door starting this month to the American people who so desperately need the help.
But it's not a done deal yet. The legislation has to return to the House before it can be sent to the president's desk. The House is expected to start debating the revised version on Tuesday, but the clock is ticking as unemployment benefits expire on March 14th. Speaker Nancy Pelosi released a statement saying, quote, "The House now hopes to have a bipartisan vote on this life-saving legislation and urges Republicans to join us in recognition of the devastating reality of this vicious virus and the economic crisis and the need for decisive action." Once the president signs the bill into law, the IRS could start rolling out $1,400 checks within days. Americans making less than $75,000 and married couples with incomes up to $150,000 will receive the full amount, then payments start phasing out. If the previous rounds of pandemic relief were any indication, economists expect consumer spending to skyrocket, giving the economy a much-needed boost. It took the IRS 1 week to start sending out checks in January, but this time around, the agency also has to deal with tax returns, which could potentially delay the rollout even more. In New York, Alex Hogan, Fox News.
And more than 2,000 people getting their second dose of the COVID vaccine in Mobile. USA Health giving out the shots to people who went to their first clinic last month. They tell us that as they hold more clinics, they've gotten better at administering the vaccine. They also thank their volunteers who they say help make all of the work possible.
We have a great team of volunteers from all across USA Health and the University of South Alabama that make events like this possible. We are super excited to be vaccinating our educators to get that really final dose in there to give them the protection that they need to protect them against COVID.
USA Health says their average wait time to get the vaccine has gone from more than 2 hours in their early clinics to less than an hour. And Governor Kay Ivey says Alabama's mask mandate won't be extended again when it expires in April. Other states also rolling back restrictions right now, but health experts still saying it might be too soon. The COVID-19 pandemic is still all around us and still deadly. But this weekend, the question some in America may be asking, is the danger gone? In Texas, business reopening at full capacity, no more state mask mandate.
Just like you could set the standard for anybody coming into your home, a business owner can set the standard for anybody coming into their business. It's just like no shoes, no shirt, no service, and they can set whatever standard they want to set for anybody who comes into their business, and that is their right.
What he's done is he's put the burden on the business now.
Governor Tate Reeves also lifting mask mandates for Mississippi, citing improved numbers while blasting continued government outreach. But Governor Jim Justice reiterates his current mask mandate in West Virginia, even as businesses return to 100% capacity. And spring breakers visiting Florida haven't necessarily been wearing masks and following social distancing guidelines. And city officials are concerned, especially since recent declines in coronavirus cases in the area hit a plateau last week. So they've launched a campaign to urge spring breakers to vacation responsibly.
I don't know if anybody learned from last year's experience. We did, in the sense that we know younger people are going to not wear masks. I'm hoping they did, but I think a lot of younger people are feeling like they want to get out and go crazy, and we're trying to let them know, don't do that. Don't come here to do that.
In some states, including Florida and South Dakota, there has never been a statewide mask mandate. In Baldwin County, a popular spring break destination that usually brings in big business for spring break, may not see the business boost they were hoping for. But there is some good news. No more limits to how many people can sit at a table. Governor Ivey's order telling restaurants masks are still required, and so is social distancing, which restricts capacity at most restaurants. Cobalt's a lucky one with enough space to still serve hundreds at a time.
That was a huge hurdle. We would have many upset guests all throughout the year, and understandably so. There's 15 of them, 20 of them in a condo, but then they come to eat at a restaurant, and we can only let 8 people sit at a table. We're following the rules.
Though it's not the go-ahead most restaurants were hoping for, on the eve of the spring break rush, they can at least see a finish line. Spring break for most schools in the area begins sometime this month. In Baldwin County schools back on normal schedules tomorrow. Friday there was no classes because teachers and staff members were getting their second doses of the vaccine. Superintendent Eddie Tyler says by making this event a teacher work day, everybody could get the shot at once with help for any side effects from the vaccine. USA Health partnered with Baldwin County schools to give out the shots. And in the FOX10 viewing area, CVS is now offering the COVID vaccine, and the locations to get the shot have more than doubled since it started. But you can't just walk in to get your vaccination. You have to make an appointment through the CVS website. When the pharmacy first started offering the shot, it was only available at Beulah Battery, Jackson, and Evergreen stores. But now you can get the vaccine at any of these locations on your screen. Be sure to go online to check availability, though. There are only a certain amount of shots given out a day. And we continue to keep track of what's happening in the Alabama legislature. Alabama lawmakers may be closer to voting on a lottery and casino bill. Republican State Senator Del Marsh, the bill's sponsor, says he expects the bill to come to the Senate floor Tuesday. It will be the first major test of the proposal to start a state lottery and have as many as 10 casinos in the state. Senator Marsh says last-minute negotiations are continuing over the number of casinos and other details.